Hi everyone, Joe Gentile from Sarraf Gentile LLP. Today I want to go over a topic that is very important if you are an immigrant or a non-immigrant that is sponsored through employment. And the topic is that if there is a problem with your I-140, either there's a long delay in getting it adjudicated or there's a denial, do you have the ability to sue to fix it, or can only your employer sue? So this is an area that's had a lot of litigation on it. And fortunately for employees, most of the case law indicates that employees have an interest, a legal interest in the outcome of their I-140, and therefore have standing to sue. They don't need their employer to file a lawsuit for issues related to the I-140. There is some case law that goes the other way on this. It's not 100% in favor of the employee, but generally it's in favor of the employee. And there's recently been another case that's been reported called Kedcar versus USCIS, which is another case in a string of cases that are favorable to the employee, saying that they have a legal interest in the outcome of their I-140 and therefore have standing to sue. So the facts of that case were pretty straightforward. There was an I-140. There was an RFE issued on the I-140. When the RFE got issued, the employee had switched to another job and another employer. So the RFE went to the initial employer, and they never responded to the RFE and never alerted their former employee that an RFE was issued, so the I-140 was denied. And the employee immigrant sued, saying that they should have a chance to respond to the RFE. They should get a copy of it because they have an interest in it. All seems very obvious that they have an interest in how the I-140 goes. Fortunately, the judge in the case agreed, and so we have yet another case to add to our collection of cases that say that employees that are beneficiaries do have a legal interest in the outcome of their immigration petitions and can sue based off of it. So it's an issue that comes up from time to time. The government will argue that only the employer can sue, and employers sue a lot less frequently than employees. Employees generally seem to have more at stake or feel they have more at stake, so are much more willing to fight, and employers a lot of times are not. So it's an area that the government has tried to attack on. But over time, as time goes on, that attack becomes less and less effective for the government. And this case, which I'll put a link to in the description, is just another example and another piece showing that that attack is becoming less and less viable over time. So bottom line is, if you are a beneficiary and you're dealing with a delay in an immigration petition based off employment or a denial, you should seriously look into suing. It's an option for you, and it's an option that doesn't necessarily require the cooperation of your employer. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching the video. And as always, I encourage you to subscribe. Thank you.